Wong. Oh, gotta mute that TV. Hello. Why is this not? Oh my god. Oh, that's why. I see you. Yeah, look, I fixed the on-screen chat. Good, because I deleted it like a dum-dum. Boom, 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 boom. So I got home and won the ugly sweater contest at work today, and they gave me. I already threw the box away. It was like one of those like sausage and cheese and thing boxes and crackers and stuff like that. And they also gave me a bottle of. Can't really see it that well. What's it called? Prosecco. La Macara Prosecco sparkling wine. So I've never. Okay, I'll send you a party invite. So I've never opened up a bottle of wine with. Yes, it is very sweet. With it has the wire on there, and you have to pop the wire off, and then the cork pops out. So I took the wire off, and then I could feel the cork like it's moving up, like I'm holding it down with my thumb, and then I aim it at Shannon. And I let the cork go, and it pops, and it went above her, and like it smacks off the wall, and then it's freaking spraying sweet wine all over the floor and all over my pants, and might even got some on the TV. I don't know. Like it just went everywhere. And the dog freaked out. Coach that. Oh, I wonder, do we have a. Before I leave, make sure we get a good party. I see my voice coming through. But you do not see bad party. Oh, naughty party. Maybe the first one's just always bad.
Seems that way.
There you are. A recent capture. I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. And I just picked City Skylines because I didn't know what else to. That's the most casual. Well, I guess the most casual might probably be Minecraft. Maybe I should have hopped in there. But I watched some gameplay of the Cyberpunk. Looks pretty cool, but I've heard like good and bad reviews.
Yeah, there's for a game that took over 8 years, and they basically were crunching for the last 6 months, if not more. There's a lot of things wrong.
Yeah, like it should have been better
with it. Yeah, I started that game, and the very first scene I get into, literally, it was like the first thing in the game. I turn to the left, and there's a lady sitting at the bar, and her upper thighs were missing.
Are you sure you just didn't turn off the nudity? Apparently there's a no nudity setting.
Right, I'm like, I don't care, so I have it on full nudity.
I want extra nudity. I want where there isn't any.
Well, I don't know if you read an article, but I guess one of the things is that some of the clothing is not done correctly. So like some of the characters, NPCs, with their dicks are clipping through their pants.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah. Yeah. Like it's like the ultimate big dick energy.
Yeah. I was reading an article about it, and they were complaining how once you start the game, you can't change your appearance of your character, which I think is a huge oversight. I don't know why they did it that way, but it's funny. Someone put, "So I'm stuck with this small dick forever," and the reply to, The reply was, "Yep, just like in real life."
Yeah.
That's terrible. I was just like, oh, so bad.
Oh, and then today, so a guy I work with, he I got a unique notification on my phone. Accounts imported. Oh, yeah, I imported some authenticator accounts. That's cool. He had a Discord where if you're looking for like a certain video card, like graphics card, or consoles or whatever, like it's a bot that goes and checks the availability of these items on different websites, and then it just posts a link as soon as it finds something. And so today I just happened to be looking at my phone and it popped off, and I opened it up and it said open link, and so I opened the link and it took me to Xbox. It was for the Series S, the little white one. Which I want the X, but it is what it is. And I was like, well, I'll get that, and I got it in my cart and went to check out. I even have a card on file with Microsoft and everything, and I hit it, and it went, oh, there was an error processing your thing. And I was like, oh crap! So I kept trying, and I was like, well, screw it, I'll try a different card. Like maybe there's something wrong with that card, and then it even gave me an order number. I didn't get to place the order, but it did give me like an order, like a event number. And so I called up Xbox and talked to them, and they're like, oh yeah, there's a issue with our system to where it lets you put in items even if it's not in stock. And so I guess someone must have sniped it. And from the moment it freaking notified to the moment I had it in my cart was under a minute. And someone must have snagged it. So it's like, well, oh well. Wait for the next time.
Yeah. I feel like I need to do that for the new RTX 3000 cards.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing. He has it for the 3080 Ti is what he really wants, and so that's what the guy at work, like he was telling me about it. And it's like, yeah, he's like, that's what I'm looking for. Like, oh man.
Well, the 3080 Ti isn't even out yet.
Is it?
The specs has been leaked, but it's not actually out yet.
I think. Let me see what they.
There's like 5 lanes, and they'll all use 1 lane.
Oh yeah, I hate that. And I don't know if in the PC version if you can tell that like use more lanes, but they do that all the time. It's like a big street like this. This is only 2 lane. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Like this street's only 2 lane, but if I had it like 6 lanes, they'd only be using like 1 lane, maybe 2. And it's like, dude, I would cut in front of all these people. Like, you're maniacs. Oh, it looks like I have a light. No, I don't want lights. Look, wrong button. I hit that.
Oh yeah.
No, light.
Oh yeah, in the roundabout. You don't want lights in the roundabout.
There we go. Let me look in the Discord and see which ones they have in here.
So yeah, I missed. Well, I did it off that video that you linked, but he missed one very, very critical component of that tutorial.
What was that? Wait, what video were we talking about first?
The one was the 5 tips for OBS. So the tip number 4 or 5, where he talks about the multi-track recording, he missed one very, very large. Maybe because when he recorded it did differently, because he says, oh, you don't have to worry about a different track because OBS handles it and mixes together and things like that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of true, but you have to select an audio channel that all of your sound is active on, and then select that track as the one that OBS streams. If you don't do that, it only gets 1 soundtrack.
Interesting. Yeah, and I haven't dived into it because like I saw like there's different tracks you can click. So look at these idiots. It's a 6-lane highway. It's like cut in front of people. But yeah, I looked at like there's different audio tracks you can select, and yeah, I haven't deep dived into that yet. Yeah, look at this.
So
ridiculous.
I think it's because they all want to make left turns.
Yeah, but it's like cut in front of somebody, homeboy. Like, just go up there and then dive in front of them. But they don't.
But I figured it out. I also figured out because I wanted to start streaming at 3, and get about an hour and a half in before 5, so I wanted to get off at 4:30. And it was funny because I even set this great outro, right? I paused the stream. I'm like, well, thank you for everybody that came in and hanged out. If you were in chat but didn't really say anything, lurking is fine. We love lurkers as well. The boom is going to be on momentarily for the regular scheduled stream. Thanks for having me. I'll catch you next time. And then none of that showed up.
Well, it's funny because when you first logged in, like I saw it pop up in Discord. It's like I opened up the Twitch app. I was still in the office, and like I saw you like doing stuff. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the game, so I don't know what you're doing. But like I saw you doing stuff, and I turned up the audio. I'm like, well, I don't hear him. Like, maybe he's just not talking. Like that's fine. And then like I think I tuned in like one more time before I left the office before I came home. And it was the same thing. Like I just didn't hear you, and it's like, well, and I literally only tuned in for like 30 seconds because I didn't want to use up all my data on my phone. and so I was just like, well, he just might not have been talking during that time. Like that's cool. And then you text me that you're like, my audio wasn't even on. It's like, well, that would explain it.
Yeah, and then I started a little bit later than I wanted to because I couldn't get OBS working correctly because I had your stream key put in, and then every single time I would hit stream, it will go to my channel. Like, what the hell is going on?
Interesting.
So, and then I finally figured it out. So when you're using OBS, you're using a stream key that's not your account stream key. Do not connect it to your Twitch account. Just put in the stream key, and it will stream to that key. So basically,
that makes sense.
Every time you put in, if you put in your account, that account linkage is all gonna overwrite everything every single time.
Yeah, so I guess you could make a guest profile, like a separate profile for when you're gonna stream on the Pineapple and the Boom channel, to store that in there. I don't know if that's the best way to handle it, but that's a way to handle it.
Yeah, I did. I created a profile that says Pineapple and the Boom. I have the guest stream key in there, but my mistake was I also connected my Twitch account, and it was just like, oh yeah, so you want to stream it to your account? I'm like, no, that's not what I want.
You're putting words in my mouth.
That's true. Yeah, so there was a couple times because I was on Discord as well. I was talking to my friends on Discord, right? And so obviously I was talking to them; they could hear me, but the stream wasn't picking it up. So every once in a while, you would hear my friends talking on the stream, and it's me engaging with them, but you only hear what they say, and just like...
That's funny.
So I had a question. You know the overlays and everything that you have that has like, stream starting, all of that stuff?
Yeah.
Did you make it yourself, or did you pay someone to do it?
No, it was part of that stream scene or stream scheme or whatever they are. They were free ones from him. I customized them, but he had one in yellow, and the yellow was just really, really close to the yellow I'm using, so I didn't have to do anything.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so I figured out what the just chatting overlay is for.
What's that?
It's for basically the just chatting category. So if you're just chatting.
Yeah.
I'm just like, they made an overlay just for that. Wouldn't you just have like your webcam? That would be like take up the entire screen.
Yeah.
But I thought about it. I'm like, God, I would not force my debug on someone full screen.
But I like the fact that you have like a dedicated spot for the chat that's like easy to see, and it kind of like, it's like, oh, it's me and the community, like, let's go.
I was gonna be like, have that and have people log in and then lock and mallet their computer. And you've got to subscribe for me to release control so you can stop looking at my ugly face.
Yeah, there you go. Or have, you could there's probably a way to set it up to where you can, if you donate a certain amount, it turns off my camera for, 5 minutes.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's my joke with some of my friends. We're just talking and just like, would you ever be a stripper? I'm like, shit, if I ever became a stripper, people would pay me money to keep my clothes on.
That's funny.
You're like, here, throw money at you. Keep it on.
So I need 7,500 people in my stupid city just so I can burn trash. Stupid. But I'm going to do all light residential in this town. All light everything. No dense anythings.
Are you going to be able to get up to the population?
I think I can unlock areas. Yeah, so I have 2 available, so I can open up 2 of these blocks if I wanted. And you just have to keep building. Maybe I should work on this bridge. Really should get this bridge going.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I wonder if High Street, if I should make that a big fat. Well, I guess I don't need to make a big fat yet, because there's no traffic. So let's do. Oh, everything has to be one way. One-way streets. Those people are like, wait, what? You're doing what right here?
This is the sweet.
Not anymore. Oh, I don't get like a cool, pretty bridge with this road type. That sucks. Or if I go higher, no?
Big suspension bridge.
Yeah, I mean, usually it does, but I usually do bigger, fatter roads. And then I guess we'll just hook it up to here. You know, probably a really ugly way, but... and then we'll just cut straight across there to there.
I actually have this game, but I played it for a little bit, and my OCD kicked in so fast because I couldn't get the grids to be the same size. I'm just like, nope.
Yep, that is a issue for sure. Like I'm trying to get this to like, let me have 4 blocks in between here. Oh, and then it like broke my blocks. It's like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, and that's what I'll do. I'll be like 1, 2, 3. Gotta match up the blocks in between.
One thing I learned that's really important when you do bridges or anything that's above grade is to make your pillars line up. Like I wasn't really paying much attention to that in the beginning, but that's huge if you want to run roads underneath it. And I didn't.
Oh yeah.
And it's not always easy to do. I'm gonna make a snap right there. Now I'm gonna have to tear this stuff out. That guy's like, oh crap! The road underneath me! Yeah, whatever. Well, at least now it connects.
All those people are upset.
Yeah.
Eminent domain coming through.
Yeah. I guess I'll bring this right here. See, the one thing I don't like doing is putting intersections so close to each other, because that creates a nightmare for traffic if that area gets trafficky. Who wants to live near the bridge? Those pillars are pretty lined up. I guess they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're lined up.
Yep.
That one's not. What happened to you?
You have one job.
Yeah, literally, like all these other ones are like perfectly lined up. That one set is like, nope, not having it. Look at people are already leaving town. And I could put a little. You want to make a U-turn? You can make a U-turn. You want to make a U-turn here? You can make a U-turn here. If you accidentally come into my town and you're like, nope, 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 I'm out. Oh, our first visitor. Okay, let's learn about
bus. Oh no, it's a truck.
Let's see, he's got full load. Let's see where he's going. Right back out of town. This guy's just passing through. So I should put in a toll road. Like, give me money. Use my roads for free. I don't even have access to toll stuff right now. Let's see. I do two-way toll boat, toll boot, one-way toll boot. I'm all for a one-way kind of place. Rotate. I guess that's it. Everybody hold up. It's not going to snap. There we go. Oh, now it's going to need power, isn't it? Yeah, and water. Jeez.
Why does it need water?
Yeah, I don't understand that. There's like a dude and there's like, I gotta pee.
Like, you gotta go home. Gotta go back home to pee.
I don't know if I connected this pipe. Why you no connect? Did that connect? Doesn't look connected. Oh, it connected. Oh, I could have run power from that one. Oh well. Give me money.
Dedicated power. You're already making a pretty good amount. 10 grand. Almost 10 grand a month.
Yep. Yeah, there was one city where I had it going pretty good and I forgot about it. Like I walked away and did something. Came back, I had like $12 million. I'm like, oh, well, that's good.
There you go. So with OBS, there's a couple different ways. There's another way of solving that issue where the mic isn't being picked up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good of a solution would be, because you can go into the advanced audio and you can monitor your and so basically you're gonna feed it. You can feed it through the desktop audio, but I guess the issue with that would be that you're kind of defeating the purpose of having multi-track, right?
Yeah, and then the issue with that is like my headphones that I'm wearing are just going from my Xbox, like they're not routed through my PC, and maybe that's what I should do. But then then we run into that issue where I wouldn't have party chat.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I did the recording, the automatic recording when I started streaming.
Oh yeah, how'd that work? I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, it was fine.
Just no audio?
Well, no, actually, with MKB, because it supports multi-channels, both audio tracks are in there, so I could switch over, and all I hear is myself, and I don't hear the.
Oh, so you have to like mix it or something.
Yeah, and then the other thing is that whatchamacallit, you have to mix it, and the file for about an hour and a half long stream was about 1.5 gig.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I started saving a lot of recordings, then I would probably, I would just invest in a bunch of hard drives. I mean, I guess I do have a fair amount of hard drive space through Google. I pay for I don't even know which one I pay for. It's like 1 terabyte or something like that. Like, I think I have a fair amount.
Oh, okay. I remember, I looked it up. It wasn't very expensive.
Yeah.
I want to move my because I used what's it called now? Google Workspace.
Uh-huh.
I want to move away from paying for it through WordPress, because I go to the workspace website and they're like, oh, I think I want to maybe buy another, you know, slab of storage space for this for my account. And it's like, nope, you got to go through the reseller, and I'm just like, oh, there's a hassle. And then I go to WordPress, and they don't even have it as an option on their sales page. So I actually have to contact sales support. I'm just like,
Interesting. Yeah, I wish they would let me burn trash. That is why all these people are moving out, because I wasn't paying attention and I ran out of capacity. But if I could burn trash... Yeah, my landfills got full, so I had to build another one. But if I could burn trash, then I could actually get rid of the landfills and just put all the trash into the air like mankind intended. Oh, I have one over here that's full.
What do you need? 7,500?
Yeah, 7,500.
5,000?
Yeah. Yeah, if I went to dense... Oh, look at this. Trash is an issue. Yeah, if I went to the dense residential, I can do it pretty quick. Yeah, and see, like, there's all this traffic now. Look at all these trash trucks. They're like, we're trying. They even upped their budget 150%, so it puts more trucks on the road. It's like, I need to shut down. Hey, we have coronavirus, shut down the city, trash trucks only.
Fire!
Yeah, it looks like that. Looks like that house is gonna go if. Like, I think that's kind of.
Wait, the fire truck just left.
No, there was a fire across the street at this place, so it saved this place. Oh, I hear him. Oh, I see him. Oh, is it gonna be too late? I mean, and that's kind of the unique issue with doing a city in all one-way streets is how do you get from point A to point B?
Yeah, one way.
Yeah, because with two-way, it's really easy to wrap your head around of like, oh, they can get here. It's funny because like over here I have a firehouse. Is that my firehouse? No, I don't know. That's a car wash. I have a over here. So I installed this firehouse here, and I was thinking, oh, it's gonna service all these people. No, it doesn't service these people at all. like it cannot get over here at all. Like it's gonna take forever. Like it's actually servicing these people over here, the industry, which is fine. It needed it, but it's like these people are really not serviced very well.
It's like I gotta go around the.
Yeah, because look at when they come out of here, they have to go down this way because it's one way. And then it comes this way, and they can only turn left, so they can't go into there. And so then they come up here, and it's like, well, I can't turn left here, so I have to come all the way down here, all the way over here. Here's my first left that I can make. And then I come into here, and then I can get into these neighborhoods. So it's like they have to go all the way around just to get back in there. So it's not,
like, nope.
Not great. I mean, I could fix that just by making some of these roads two-way, but that's not the premise of this map. It looks like the people that moved out had people replace them already. That's good. 4,800. I guess I need to start on my little town over here. We got farmland. Oh, just that's it. We got some farmland. Interesting. So I guess I would need to go down here. Should be fine. I want to make. Maybe I should turn this up. I think put this here. Yeah. get much better. I don't really know what I'm doing here. What in the world?
Those look like perfect grids.
Yeah, no, you can do it. But it's not, well, like this road, I'm assuming is not really broken. Because I can delete it as one chunk, which makes me think it's not really broken. This is the first time I've seen this like graphical glitch. Hopefully that's the only road out of this little section over here. Yeah, I don't know what else to do about that. And see,
that's what we call a real dead end.
Right now they can get out, but this is all farmland, so it's like I don't want people to live here. I mean, I guess they could until I need the industry and then kick them out. That reminds me, I haven't looked at my policies. Concern, recycle. They haven't unlocked. I can't screw with their taxes anymore over here. Oh, it says no. Encourage biking, meh. Maybe. Once automated toll. Oh, that kicks in at 7,500 as well. That would be nice. Because then it speeds the traffic going through here. It's less of a bottleneck.
Encourage biking? What kind of tree hugging?
Well, and then I think, well, no, the other one was like no biking on sidewalks or something. So then you have to build roads that have bike lanes. And I've never gotten good at that.
I like how there's that tiny little house in between the bridge off
right here.
The street. Right in the middle.
Let's see who lives here. This is the Barlow residence. They're ranked very low. They're not bright people. 2 uneducated, 1 educated, no well-educated. Wait, what's the button to go here? Let me in. I went into your house.
Oh!
I'm Santa. Crap down their chimney. Oh, paused it. Double jump into traffic. That's funny that, like, why do I have double jump in this game? I guess it's kind of a platformer, the City Skylines platformer.
That'd be kind of cool if you make a game like that. It's like, first you build the city, and then you play the game as inside the city.
Well, look at, there's chairs up there. Ooh! Oh wow, I thought it was going to be like Daredevil. You jump from one roof to the other. All right, no, maybe this way.
There's sunbathing up there.
I am relaxing. Don't I look relaxed?
Very. Look, you even put your heels together.
Let's see. I'm driving my little Ferrari. Oh, that guy just hit me.
The textures on that. Wow.
Oh, and you can hit objects, not cars. You can take out like light. Dang, I'm going quick. I'm losing control. I've lost control. Oh. So yeah, like you can take out poles and stuff. Oof. Oh. And lose grip on the grass. One thing I wish they did, if you could pop a hydrant, like water would come out, but they don't. It's dumb. Hate this game. Take it back. Whoa! I did flip a car one time, and there's no like way to fix it. Like I had to just exit the car. This car moves though. One takes a while, but
that reminds me of the that scene from Ace Ventura. When he flips the Jeep.
Yeah.
It's like a glove.
Yeah. Just sliding around. Screw you, trees. And this stuff, I guess it like after a few seconds it'll just respawn. Like I think like once I look away from it or something. But none of it's permanent. Oh, I need gas. Let's go to Dino Oil. I always thought it'd be funny is to make one of these companies that are like in the game. Like there's a donut shop in here called Go Nuts Donuts. And I was like, that'd be awesome to make Go Nuts Donuts in real life. Like I wonder if the City Skyline people would be upset or if they'd just be like, that's awesome. I'm trying to see if I can find a Go Nuts Donuts. Usually, whoa, the donut trucks are Go Nuts Donut. Oh, I just saw a truck. Oh no, Austin Powers did.
Oh, I was about to say, did your car just change color?
No, I crashed it. I think this. Whoa, whoa! Controls are not what I'm used to. Yeah, see, Go Nuts Donuts.
That's awesome.
So it's like, what if I made a brand and like a website and everything's like Go Nuts Donuts.
Just steal the really bad graphic. Just like bam.
Yeah. Put a squirrel up there, or have it redone, but just have it. Oh wow, barrel roll. Yeah, but just like totally reskin it. Be like, yeah, no, that's totally my original idea. Like I thought about that like companies inside GTA 5. Like there's some clever company names in there.
You're going the wrong way. Get on a one-way street, sir. Now you're.
I'm losing it. Just took out a whole tree, like nothing. See, look at here. You got. Whoa! Hit the brakes! Oh. Burned Bean Company. Flaming Rings. Yakisoba toasty noodles. Or tasty noodles. I guess that would make more sense. I can't really see it. It looks like toasty, without the A.
It could be toasty.
Yeah. And I don't know, the big bite, it's crunch time, the burger. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh yeah, here it's here's the Go Nuts Donuts mascot. I can't zoom in anymore. Let me in closer. I just stuck my head in a squirrel's ass. Oh. Oh, come on.
That's not appropriate, sir.
Oh, look at that.
Not
I'll spin the other way. Oh, I got a business call on top of a squirrel.
Where are you? I am standing on top of a squirrel.
Oh, ultimate parkour. Hmm. Yeah, I really need burn trash. And they are not letting me. I liked in SimCity 2000, you could create contracts with other cities, you know, other made up cities outside your city limits. And you're like, yeah, I just sell my trash, you know, or I pay them to come and take my trash for me. That's not a metric in this game.
I wonder if you can like destroy a landfill and then rebuild it. It will be empty.
No, you can't. You can't destroy or remove one if it's got even a piece of trash in it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I've been there.
You're like, I just want to move it because I don't like the location. No, there is one can.
Yep, you got to empty it all out. Oh yeah.
I bet though, like when they first did it, they didn't have that, and people were just like getting rid of trash.
Well, I remember in SimCity 2000 there was what was it? Like my thing is I always wanted like these giant cities, like with like the most population. Like that was always my goal. I don't think I've ever tried for like a really big city in City Skylines, but there were these habitats you could build. They're like space-age habitats. So you had to wait until like a certain year before you were able to build them. And there was like a glitch that if you destroyed one that was full of people, it would keep that population, and then you could like rebuild another one on top of it, and you could just keep doing that. And it's like, I've got 50 billion people in my town. Like, this place must be gross. Oh, that's connected now. They've got power. We're going to run power along the outside. Around the outside. To these people. These are all farm people that one day I will kick them out of their homes to steal their land so I can cut up pigs. Oh, I've got tree line. Oh, I should be doing that. Making this place pretty with trees.
Is there like a key that you can hold down that makes your street like straight?
No,
or like snap to an angle.
Yeah, there's snapping options here, and so I just have it. You can have it set to angle. Like there's all these things. I usually just leave them all on. But when you go to place a street, you can. I usually look down it and you can see the angle. Like it says 90 degrees down there.
Oh yeah.
So that's usually how I do it. And then I know it's always off of any road. It's always 4 squares off. Like this road, I kind of just put it in there as a placeholder, really. Because what I'm going to want to do is come off this one 4 squares, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to make it a nice even 4. There's a tiny little gap in there, but yeah, that is what it is sometimes. See, I look down there and see my 90, and then it's like, well, I'll connect this here, and then bring it in. See, like that's not a clean connection. Oh, that's pretty clean. Ugh, I made all these gross blocks. And then once I tear out these power lines, actually looks like I can do that now. I'll get all these blocks back. Yeah, there's a tiny little sliver in there, but hold on. What to do about this sliver? I don't know. I guess I could. What's that do? Nothing good. Right here.
I read an article today. It was talking about how The Last of Us 2 didn't deserve to win the Best Direction award for the game awards, because according to the author of the piece, because they crunched so much that they get that game done, then you can't have great direction if you had to crunch. That was their premise.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And so, and they were like, and people were saying, so do you know how many, if you apply that to the movie industry, you know how many movies will have to get back their Oscars?
Yeah, that's dumb. Like I would agree that like it doesn't help. Like I think the more time you have to work on something, the better something can be for sure. But to say that it's just a flat out bad direction because crunch time exists and it gets used, it's like, nah, that's dumb. Like, well, there's like Rooster Teeth in their animation department. I guess there's like a law in Texas that they don't have to pay overtime or something during crunch times. Like it's something really weird that has to do with like the entertainment industry in Texas. It's like some like tax loophole or something. Like I don't fully understand it, but I guess they like really took advantage of it and abused it. And so that was the reason I ended my Rooster Teeth subscription, was because like I'm not going to support a business that thinks that's okay. Like I think I'm fine with crunch times, but you're going to have to pay for it. Like, you know, if that means time and a half, if that means double time, like whatever that means. But yeah, they had some loophole where, and they were totally fine. Like they would defend it on their podcast and stuff, being like, oh no, it's just, that's part of the industry here in Texas. It's like, well, I do not support that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my trashes are getting full.
And it's like, I mean, I have friends. I have friends that work in game industry, in industries, like at different studios, right? And all I hear from them, like throughout the course of the year, was like, oh, you know, we got together and we went and rented a whole movie theater to go watch blah 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 movie. I'm like, okay. And then he's like, yeah. And then we're a little bit ahead this month. So for the rest of the last week and a half of the month, we're gonna work half days. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then like 3 or 4 months later, they'll be like, we're crunching. I'm like, yeah. You work half days for the last week and a half a month ago, and now you're crunching. Maybe you should have worked full days. Yeah. There's a way to smooth that out for sure. Like that's the issue that I'm having in my company, because I'm in charge of production. Like I'm the manager of all the production that leaves the company, and so, and nobody else is really responsible for that except me. So they're just like, oh well, you know, we're not really worried about getting stuff, you know, to you. And then, you know, then it's like, well, now that means I have to sit there and work weekends to, you know, and then coordinate it with other people to try and get this shit done. Like no, we need to kind of flatten the curve on that one. Yeah. Well, that's, I mean, like for my own studio, right? You know, we make sure that we keep it in a place where, you know, we're gonna try to minimize crunch as much as possible to avoid it completely. But I mean, it's going to get to, and then it's funny. I read these articles. They always have the caveat. Well, you know, it's understandable if you're right before launch, you work a little bit more. Okay, then that little bit of crunch is okay. What? Slope too steep. Get out of here. I'll put my park where I want to put my park. These people are going to get their own Japanese garden. Boom. everybody's happy until I kick them out.
But they get evicted.
Why does a park? Oh, I guess park lights
Yeah.
and stuff. I'm like, why does a parking power?
It needs water, but it's not. Well, I guess it might be within the water plane. Let's see. No, it's got a fountain, but it ain't crying for water. Need power. Be more like water. Yeah, and all that means if I don't give it power, if this finally goes red, then they just turn the park off. It's like not the end of the world. Once people start moving in, the power grid will morph over and capture it.
Right? Yeah.
I'm thinking I need some commercial. Oh look, I can't even do dense residential or anything anyway. I wonder when that unlocks. I gotta turn off my face cam. Oh, I thought I turned that off. That wipe. 7,500. A lot of stuff unlocks at 7,500. Whoop. I'm trying to transition override. There we go.
I was on the Nerd or Die website, and they have a lot of overlays, and some of them are really, really, really nice.
Yeah. Yep, I saw this.
And they're cheap too. They're only like $30-$40, and then they give you the After Effects files so you can edit them.
Oh, that's
I'm
fun.
like, I have After Effects because I have the
Creative Cloud.
the Adobe Creative Cloud. Yeah. Like, I pay $60 a month for that thing. I better put it to use.
Yeah. That's why I like having like Photoshop, and like I did all the graphics that I did do, I did them all in Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like, so on this, like on these pages, like the only thing I did in here was like my name, the boom, and then pineapple and the boom. And then I didn't even do the social URLs. That was just, I used the same font in OBS. This one, same thing, but the schedule, like the actual dark schedule portion was part of the overlay because you can see how it kind of moves. But all the text within it, I just did it in Photoshop, and then I've saved my palette of colors, make sure everything kind of stays on brand. Makes it nice and easy. And then there's this one. Big camera.
The boom.
Yeah. That's my nested my nested scene that I created. So it has these three elements. It's got the frame, the name, and the camera. And so that's just the one that I bring into everything else. So it's just one element. It's like, oh, it's so nice. So yeah, so if
instead of having to move.
Yeah. So if I want to move this around, like it's just one piece I move around. I don't have to grab three different elements. And again, I think there's a way to group them also, but this is nice. I like it.
Yeah, and then I was watching that. Like, I think the benefit to that is when it's a nested scene, because it is a scene, you can you can hotkey it instead of source groups.
Yeah.
So that was one thing I didn't know. But it's cool because I already had it done that way, like my brand and like studio branding and things like that. Because when I do my meeting, I actually have the studio logo in the bottom right, kind of with like a 30% opacity and stuff like that. So I have that, and then also have the webcam, so I can put those in wherever.
I just looked up at my trash issue. Just won't end. It just won't end.
Everybody and their trash.
Yeah, it's unreal. I was thinking, I was like, well, maybe they need their own trash over here because the trucks have to travel all that way. Maybe I'll install one over here, but they don't want to. No. Oh.
They don't want to live in Hacienda. No, Hacienda. Puente Hills. They don't want to live in Puente Hills. No one wants to live in Puente Hills.
Another thing I like about this nested thing, so if I go in here, and it's like if I don't want this little name in there, and I turn it off here, it turns it off everywhere else, which that's kind of cool too. So it's like I don't have to. So if I rebranded it, or if I want to use a different font, all of a sudden, I just have to change it in one spot instead of for each scene. Like, ugh.
And yeah, and like like what we were talking about the other day, it's like these tools were not available even 5 years ago.
And if they were probably a bitch to use.
Yeah.
Whereas now they're like, yeah, like it's really like I've heard people say like OBS is, it's open broadcast studio or whatever it is. It's like it really is a broadcast studio, like, and it's free, which is mind blowing. Like I would have easily paid $60 or something like for this software, like, and I wouldn't have had any problem with it.
Yeah. I mean, when OBS first came on and everybody used it, that was their way of differentiating themselves, right? Because it was either them or XSplit. And XSplit you paid for. OBS was free. You didn't get as much robust tools in OBS, but you were like, it's free.
Yeah. And it's always getting better, apparently. So my understanding is, so there's the OBS. Oh, I just blew up that guy. He just opened up his new business and I blew him up. So the OBS, there's the Stream Elements version, and then there's the other one. And my understanding is that it's just really the only difference is it gives you like direct tools into those platforms. So there's Stream Elements, and I forget what the other one is, Streamlabs.
Right.
Well, and what's funny is go ahead. No, because I'm curious what the differences are.
No, they actually are exactly the same thing. They're just two different competing companies doing the same exact service.
Okay. Because what's funny is like the follow thing at the top is Stream Elements, like, or not Stream Elements. It's Streamlabs. Like all the little stuff that I have baked into this is all Streamlabs. And I'm like, well, maybe I need to use the Streamlabs version of this. Because literally there's no part except for what I set up yesterday or the day before the media request. That's the only stream element thing that I'm really using. Because I got rid of, like, I had the alert set up before in Stream Elements. Well, I accidentally deleted that, and I was like, well, I can redo it, but I'm like, well, let me look in Streamlabs, and they had one that I think looks a lot better. Let me log in and I'll trigger it. So you can see it, but I actually like it better. So I'm like, well, maybe I need to use, I guess they call it Slobs, Streamlabs OBS. I kind of like that name. It's going to take me a moment to log in. Meanwhile, I will eat Ritz crackers with my cheese and my meat and my sparkling wine. I mean, sparkling water.
As far as like using the layouts and things like that, I mean, the comes down to it is you can just use anything you want, right?
Yeah, and that's what I'm learning.
So because built into OBS, I need to open OBS. So if you have OBS open and you have all of those widgets and things like that, I think it's one of those things where, let me see what it is. Under view, maybe? Yeah. So under docs, you have what's called a custom browser doc, right?
Yeah.
And so basically what you do is you can put in there and just put in whatever name. So what people used to use this for was like the chat interface and things to chat for their stream.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're looking at chat, you can actually pop out on the creator dashboard. You can actually pop out the chat.
Yeah, and it gives you the URL. Yeah.
Right, and then you just plug it in there. So you can literally, I mean, you can put a Discord in there if you wanted to. So there's a lot of different things you can do with it. So
yeah,
we don't need to use OBS Live to do it. But I think the elements that put into it is like they plug in things like if you're using a Stream Elements overlay and you plug that in as far as the URL goes with the custom browser source, it automatically detects that, and it gives you that little button that says you can click on it. It will take you to the page to edit it, so you can go via OBS and launch things like that. But as far as like the alerts and stuff like that, like I know people that use both, because I know in Streamlabs does alert sounds. Stream Elements doesn't. So it's one of those things where there isn't really a thing out there that, and this is kind of the thing that we talked about the other day, as another avenue that we can maybe approach things. Is like these are standard and everybody uses them, but they all have stuff that they do that's really, really well, but there is missing on competing platforms, and they do it that way to differentiate themselves, obviously. But then it's like you're really stuck at having to use multiple things in order to get the, depending on what you want, right?
No, the computer is popped up. I have this, I think I told you about it, the Microsoft mouse. I know it's a couple years old, but it's Bluetooth, and it's got an internal battery, so I rarely ever, I just plug it in. Like, I don't have to switch batteries on it. But on the bottom, it's got that button right underneath the laser. It's the little Bluetooth button. And then, so input 1 is my desktop, input 2 is my laptop. So I just use the same mouse. I just click the input that I want. And then I'm like, now I'm using this.
Yep.
Okay, I was going to go to Streamlabs. That's right. For some reason, my laptop has really been struggling with just connecting to the internet. Like, it connects to my Wi-Fi router, which is the Google internet box, they call it. But when it connects, I get no internet. And I don't have an Ethernet port on this laptop, so.
Yeah, with all of the things that they have in Streamlabs, we can do in Stream Elements too. Because when you go and you do the alert box, you can actually remove the default one they have, and you can add in your custom image or a custom video.
Yeah. Well, I just like the one on Streamlabs had like this little zombie, 8-bit zombie that like popped up, and like, I like that. Like, I don't know why, but it's like, it's just cool looking.
Yeah, yeah, and that's a custom video. So we can do something like we can make it where it's like the pineapple grenade blows up and stuff like that. We just have to get it made.
Yeah.
Do something like that.
Yeah, if we had some 8-bit pineapples, like little bomb bombs. What was it from Mario?
Yeah. Yep. The walking bombs.
Yeah. Like, that'd be pretty funny.
And it will be all brand.
Yeah.
And then another thing that I see people use is the multi-stream feature of Streamlabs. So you can stream it. You can stream it to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook at the same time. I think they have an agreement with Twitch to do it, but they're like the only one of the only ones out there that I see that does it with that's including Twitch.
Interesting.
So I mean, we're at a point where it's really, really easy for us to change things. So I mean, if you like Streamlabs, it's very easy for us to go over there because all the logins is just Discord. I mean, Twitch. Just logging with Twitch. You're not creating anything.
Yeah, and I was thinking I need to start logging in with Facebook and YouTube to see if they're like maybe I can pull YouTube's chat up onto the screen. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I need to go in there and like figure out how to set that up for Facebook and you can get unique things in there too. Because right now Twitch is the only one that has any interactivity.
So another thing that's actually really, really interesting. I don't know how you need this because I don't think. Oh yeah, because I'm logged in. So when you have an iPad or I had this on the iPad because I don't have it installed on my Android. But if you have the Twitch app on on an iPad and you go live, Twitch on the Twitch app turns into a control center.
On my Android, it's like I need to do it on my iPad to see like what that looks like. But yeah, there's a button. Like here, I just opened up my app, and with the color, it's probably not great. But if I click on the pineapple logo up here, and I just click and hold, it just takes me into what they call the stream manager, and hopefully it kind of see it. It just kind of gives me some general stats, and it has the chat on the bottom. I mean, it's just kind of some general stuff, but it's not like I don't think I can end the. I can go in here. I can update the title and the description and all that stuff, the category. I can do all that. I'm actually looking at it through the stream with you. Stream markers. I haven't really dealt with those yet.
Yeah.
And then I can just turn off like what shows up in the activity bar, which I turned on. So if there's a follower, there'll be a pop notification up in the upper left of the stream. If any of these things happen. That's all I can do on my phone. I don't know if it's any different on the iPad. If it is, then I will definitely need to look at that.
I'll take a look at the next time. I'm planning on doing another little testing thing tomorrow. When I do it, I'll take a look at it to see exactly what it offers. Yeah, the only thing with Streamlabs is almost all of their stuff is locked behind the Prime lock or paywall. We don't have a lot of free ones there. A lot of this is actually fairly easy. Give me a week, I probably can do half of this stuff. Like these animated overlays, I'll be able to do it in After Effects.
Yeah, I'd like to learn that. Yeah, it would be it's not Premiere, it is After Effects stuff. Yeah, I would like to learn how to do that kind of stuff because I think like that's an extra level that's like nice. Like one thing if I could do that I want to try and do is like on the stream now, the frame going around my image, it's like this splatter paint thing goes around. But if it was like dynamic and was like shifting how it does, I gotta change my mouse, like it does on the other screens, like this center, yeah. See, I like that. And I don't know why they didn't do it for these frames. Like, it seems like it would have been just as easy. But I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's actually really easy because with After Effects, you can decode a lot of stuff, so you can literally like phase something in, phase something out, move the image down, all based on timestamps and things like that. So at that point, it's almost like you're doing a small animation with the image. I looked at a couple of tutorials, quick like couple minute tutorials when they go through stuff like that, and it's like very easy to like slide a logo up, or have like a transition where the transition moves, and as it moves, it shows your logo, and then you can make your logo pulse and things like that. Yeah,
yeah,
those
I
are
like
actually
that.
very easy to do.
It's funny. I just realized. Oh, go ahead.
I plan on probably taking a week or so and going through some After Effects stuff, because I pay so much money for Creative Cloud. I'm like, I want to use it more.
Yeah, I was telling someone at work, I was like, yeah, I pay $60 a month for this, this suite of programs that I rarely reuse. Like, I've used them more in the last month than, I don't want to say that I've ever used, but pretty close.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was using the crap out of Lightroom when I was doing my photography stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I use that a lot, but as far as like, and then Premiere, I dabble with it. I mean, I'm decent. I can edit videos and, chop them up and be pretty efficient at it. Yeah, but I realized this police station, I had it on the other road, and it was literally tied to a road that just immediately left town. So it's like, why do I have crime? Because the only option they have was to get on the road and leave. So at least now they just can't get back to the police station. Which I guess I could put a little road in for them. No, I guess I can't. Why is it telling me I can't? Space already occupied. Oh, I can do that. Do that. Stick a tiny road in there for them. And then I like the idea that the police, the moment they leave, unless they make this first left, they have to go to the toll booth.
Police need to pay the tolls too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they do, but yeah.
They got the master key. Like, yeah. We're not paying no stinky thinking tolls. All right, I'll be back in about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Alrighty. I don't know, I may jump on YouTube stream and just kind of, I tested it out to make sure that I'm connected and it works, but I haven't spent any time on it, so I may do that.
Well, that'll give us a chance to see if the notification channel, if it gets us a YouTube notifications, because it is
it does.
Plugged in there. So
it does. When I tested it,
does?
Yeah, it popped up when I tested it a couple days ago.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Sweet.
All right.
Then I'll see you in a little bit.
All right.
Oh.
Let's see, is anybody in the chat? There are. Oh, look at all these people in the chat. I don't think you're really in the chat, though. I think it's a bunch of crap. Prove me wrong. Say something in the chat. Yeah, there's no any people in the chat. Yeah. Oh, saddest kitty. I really like that picture. Enter the updated nick. I can change your nicknames? That's kind of funny. I wonder why it lets me do that. Interesting. is this still popped up? Reload. There we go. I lost it. It says we have 2 viewers. So let's move with these viewers. Oh, I'm not even close to my 7,500 people. There's no way it's going to fit anywhere, is it? Damn it. Put it at a park. Nice. Snap. Okay, if no one is in the chat, even though, wow, it says even more people in the chat now. Why does it say that? I'm not here. I like what is it? Electrical longboard, not a bot. I feel like you're a bot. I'm not gonna lie. What a bot would say. If no one's in chat, I'm gonna move over to YouTube gaming live stream. YouTube.com/Pineapple in the Boom. Actually, I don't know if that's true. It should be, but I don't know. So I'm gonna wind this down. I wonder if I should have stream ending where I can still see my screen. Go to studio mode. This way I can wrap it up while we're wrapping it up. I guess I don't have to. Okay. Finally connected? Finally connected. Okay. If no one's in the chat, it says I got 2 viewers, but nobody in the chat. I switch over to YouTube's. So if you want to continue, head over to the YouTubes, drop a follow. If not, then okie dokie. That's up to you.